Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on Goode Got You Entertainment. I'm your host, Marquez Goode, and soon my co host, Cam Taylor, will be joining us. We have a lot to be talking about today, folks, regarding the NFL playoffs yesterday evening and last night with the Dallas Cowboys. But we're going to start off today's podcast talking about how the Colts torched the Texans in Houston. But let me tell you this. It's a lot happened. James Harden the other day was short 2 points of scoring the 40 points needed to have his 11th consecutive game of 40 points, five assists. But let's not get to that, folks. I got a lot more to talk about, and I'm gonna tell you about this Colts and Texans matchup. My co-host will be coming in soon. Again, I told you. Um, my chosen comeback player of the year would be Andrew Luck in this sense. If we see how Andrew Luck came out last night in the matchup, it was on fire. Totally. Double digit win. But a year ago, you see he was benched the whole season with a shoulder injury. That's to say he had the year before that. He had some other issues going on within his body. But this man came back in the season, tightened up his boots, and said, let's go get some. And now they're in the playoffs and they're in the divisional round. And they took out one of the hottest defenses, arguably, the Texans with J.J. Watts, the Honey Badger, and Clowney. And I'm going to tell you that was a shocker to me because, I picked the Houston Texans to take that last night, and I was wrong on that. But let me tell you this. His comeback experience showed a lot of people, showed a lot of athletes, showed anybody across the world never to give up no matter what happens, keep moving forward. And in the blowout win against the Texans, 21-7, Luck had 19 of 32. He was 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But his running back, Marlon Mack, not Khalil Mack Daddy, but Marlon Mack, assisted him carrying for 24. And he had 148 yards, 1 touchdown. That's what you need in a game. I don't care what kind of game you have with your running back, keep that kind of momentum. I'm guaranteed it's going to make the game go a whole lot smoother. But let me tell you, honestly, the Colts look matchless against that so-called dangerous defense of the Texans. They didn't get a lick on Andrew Luck last night, and he looked like a god out there. Believe it or not, he looked dangerous. And on the other hand, the defense caused havoc for Deshaun Watson. So you tell me that Luck and company had some things, but Cam Taylor about to join in, and we will get some more news from him on this game. But while we getting that, Deshaun Watson got some havoc in there and company. Not mention that Hopkins played through a sprained shoulder, which that could be detrimental. But Watson was 29 of 49. 235 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. Sacked 3 times. It's a true shocker that Texas only scored 7 points. Are you kidding me? No. I'm shocked, but because I had faith in the Texans defense. But no, it's the thing is, I was wrong on all accords yesterday. But no, we're not going to get past the fact that the defense of the Texans should have did better. But one of our viewers came in after the game yesterday, and they commented under another post. Um, I would say he asked a question directly to both of us to answer. Would you say the Colts are that good, or Houston's defense is that bad? Because I mean, look at the Colts years before, and Luck was out, and the years before when Luck was back in. But Luxon got a little bit more experience. He's a veteran. But the question: Colts are that good, or Houston's that bad? Which the Colts are great. I'm not going to disrespect the Colts. I'm not going to sit here and say the Colts are trash. They're not. They're a possible Super Bowl contending team. They could. And they're going to Patrick Mahomes' house in Arrowhead, and it could be a firefight. It could be another 54-51 matchup. Because both defense, the Colts defense, no. Don't disrespect Patrick Mahomes. Don't do that. Don't do it. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, the possible MVP. Oh my. The Cowboys in the playoffs. The Cowboys in the playoffs. And they won last night. But we're not going to get the picture of that. But what's your answer on that? Before I can get the answer to him, Colts that good, Houston that bad, or is it was a fluke game?
The Texans defense is that bad. Yeah, well, their secondary is that bad. Yes. And the Colts offense is that good. They went last year. The Colts offense was ranked last place, probably in every statistical category there was. They're in first place in the majority of them this year. It's at least top 5 in all of them. So I mean, that's a big jump from going from the worst to arguably the best. And then you have Andrew Luck going to no-name receivers, subtracted, but we like to talk about T.Y. Hilton. But everyone below T.Y. is just a roster filler, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Exposed the daunting Houston Texans defense.
Yeah, the defensive front, the front four. Let me tell you this: J.J. Watt and Clowney. Don't disrespect the Houston Texans. They should did better. So I want to ask you this too, because the defense of the Texans did at one point, excuse me on that. At one point, the second half they did hold up for a little bit, and they did give their offense a chance to kind of bring the game back in reach, and then the Texans got to the 20-yard line and botched the game. So would you say the Texans defense is overrated or underrated?
I could say they're overrated.
They are on the backside in the secondary. They are.
No one ever had the Texans secondary high.
Not really, but the front.
The front, yeah, that's all it is. The best pass rush and rush defense. But that's about it.
But Luck was out there moving around. I mean, he was grooving. Believe it or not, I have never seen. This is the first year I've seen him like that.
Do you watch football?
I do a lot, and Luck did not. When the last time they have a successful season like this?
We're not talking about successful season. We're talking about how he was moving.
He don't groove like that. It's been a long time. I mean, no. It's been a long time since he's been moving, grooving like that. But I am going to ask the question. One of my viewers asked, is Eric Ebron a roster person? Let me see. I like him, but he can stay on my roster. I would keep him there. Definitely. I would keep him there. He would help me fill my roster. I wouldn't disrespect him quite all the way like that. NFL playoff challenge team. All Colts and Saints. I could see that.
I can't see any comments right now.
Oh well, it said one Brett. I think one. I can't let his last name. I don't want to say his last name wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't like saying people's name wrong like that because I wouldn't want nobody saying my name wrong. NFL playoff a playoff challenge team, all Colts and Saints. Um, that's kind of not.
You know what? Depending on the matchup, I don't see why not. Honestly.
Yeah, I can see that happening. But
you really can't go wrong with Colts defense or the Saints defense. And both teams have great offensive targets. Both teams, I mean, New Orleans Saints. And then the Colts have Ebron, T.Y., and Luck. So you really can't go wrong with either.
Greg Fenario said Watson claims he never lost never lost more than 7 points in his life till last night. Crazy. Believe it or not, that should be his minimum. I mean, he shouldn't lose no more than. I mean, what's the worst you can do but score only 7 points? What, get a safety and that's it? And then it's 2 points on the board. That's the worst you can do. But right now, I mean,
for the most part, they only held him for 21 points.
I mean,
it's going to take you 21 plus points to win a game.
They stopped. The defense of the Texans stood up for a couple drives and gave them the ball back and gave them a chance in the fourth quarter to come back. And they got to the 20-yard line. You think about it, Hopkins played with a sprained shoulder. That's everybody go, oh, it's just a sprained shoulder. Who wants to be getting out there nailed? This dude's already probably a solid 200 pounds. and you getting robbed by these. I don't know. Somebody said going to be a Colts and Saints Super Bowl. Chiefs will lose as usual. Don't take nothing from the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. But can you see Mahomes going down easily? I don't think he's going to go down easy. It's going to be a high scoring game. I can see a 40-point game coming out of this game. He's not. Mahomes is going to run around. He's going to move around. He's going to run. He's going to do whatever he want to do out there. The only thing I got concerned with, because the Texans defense couldn't hold him down, I know the Chiefs defense is going to be trash. And it's going to be another Rams versus Chiefs match. I mean, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be us. Everybody's throwing whatever they want to do.
I mean, it may be a high-scoring game like the Patriots.
Yeah. That was the Chiefs and the Rams in LA. That was the second highest score game in US history. NFL history. US history. I mean, you might as well say US history. But let me tell you this. Let's move on. You know, I've been so pissed about this team right here. Wait. Let me tell you this. Mahomes, Brett said Mahomes will throw 4 touchdowns. Andy Reid will blow it. That does sound something like Andy Reid would do. He could do it. But I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be, since he's not a veteran, he's a rookie, he might be one of the quarterbacks to say, forget whatever you say, coach. Shoot me out later. We're going to win this game. I can see him doing that, which most veteran quarterbacks should have done. Matty Ice should have did that in the Super Bowl before they got that blitz package on the side where that cornerback came and robbed him and robbed the game. It should take quarterbacks a momentum and tell them, hey, coach, you got to chew me out later. We're going to win this game. I'm going to blow your call, and I'm going to do what I got to do. Because at the end of the day, coaches can have the headsets on, and they can know a whole lot. They can play football for 30 years. But I don't care. When you're out there and you got the helmet on, it's all in your control.
Touchdown, one rushing touchdown, one interception. That's a show up last night. Amari Cooper, 5 weeks later, decides that he wants to play again. Had 7 receptions, 106 yards. Do you feel like this win for the Cowboys was impressive? And do you feel like it was a statement sent to the rest of the NFL? I'm sorry, the NFC contenders?
So for the Cowboys?
Yes.
You know I'm gonna say I'm pissed about the Cowboys, and I really don't like the Cowboys. I never liked the Cowboys. And Stephen A. once said, "Pick your poison," and they're gonna pick their poison all the way up to next week in the divisional round. And you know something? If you want to go vote and you want to see something, go on Goose Got You Entertainment, like and share the post. Would the Cowboys even win next week against the Rams or the Saints? Whichever way, pick your poison. Which team do you want to pick? You don't have no choice. You're gonna get beat regardless. But let me tell you this. First off, I'm going to really go start off soft on the Cowboys because I had some people come in. And the thing is, I don't like about the Cowboys. I could go in here and rant all day long, but I don't want to do it because I got to give credit where it's due. Well, I'm going to say thoughts and prayers to the young receiver, Allen Hurns, last night. If you saw that hit, not really a bad hit on the defender that he took. It wasn't that like he meant to hurt him. It was just a freak accident. He landed on his leg. And it popped, it buckled, and it was so gross that they didn't even show it again. I mean, if you can go back and replay it all you want, it's on Facebook, but he did have surgery last night. He will return next season on time before the season starts. So that's a good thing because sometimes injuries like that, their season is gone. It's no more coming back. It's nothing. But he is expected to make a great recovery. But now back to the recap. Let me get on to the Cowboys. The fact this game was, I could say, very defensive because the fact that these teams only scored 24 points at the max. The first half, let me tell you this, people. The first half was 2 missed field goals, 6 combined punts of both teams, not separate, and an injured field goal kicker in Janikowski. And we saw the 57-yard field goal attempt. It was wide to the right. And Janikowski pulled his hamstring. And everybody was like, oh, is he cramping? No, that's a pulled hamstring. That's a 40-year-old trying to kick a 57-yard field goal. You're not going to do that. You could have kicked that back in Oakland, but you're not going to kick it right now in Seattle. It's not working. I mean, he had the distance. He probably could have kicked it from 60, but he just didn't. Now, you pull a hamstring mid-kick, I guarantee you're going to miss it too. But let me tell you this. That ended the half. The Cowboys before that had missed a field goal, which I said that would have lost the game for them, which that was the ultimate loss because if Janikowski would have made that field goal, we would have been hollering, Cowboys are out right now because they would have won the game by 2 points, but they lost. But let me tell you this. That forced the Seattle's coaching staff to depend on Dickerson, the punter, for the entire special teams. I mean, we can cry all day that he lost the game and the punt at the end, that the little pooch kick that he did for an onside kick didn't go right. He drop kicks the ball. You really don't see drop kicks until you go to arena football. And a lot of people looked at me crazy last night when I was talking to them. I'm like, drop kicks are only in arena football. You don't see that. And he did it. Or rugby. But with that being said, that forced him to perform the drop kicks, as I said, throughout the night of the game. His lack of experience in kicking field goals. If you saw before halftime, they came back out and they performed like 5 kicks. And he botched them all off the pole, wide left, wide right. I'm talking about he couldn't kick to save his life. If his contract depended on it, he would have lost. But it forced Seattle to go for 2-point conversions after each touchdown. They converted on all of them. I'm going to give credit where it's due. Dallas defense did do their job exceptionally well. They did have some cracks because we saw Russell take one in the house right up the middle. I mean, just take it on, have it. But the Cowboys' weakness, and I'm going to tell you their weakness as I proved to you time and time again, their true weakness, their missing piece is Dak Prescott holding the damn ball too long. He's back there patting the ball. I'm talking about he's just patting and patting and patting. And you can't pat the ball for more than 5 seconds. So you will get sacked or you're going to be escaping the pocket and you got to pass the ball. And you got receivers like Cole Beasley that's injured. And then you got Amari Cooper out there trying to do what he can do, and then you got this scrub of a tight end out there that don't even know his name, and he's trying to do what he's trying to do, and then you get Allen Hurns banged up, and he can't remain for the season. But then let me tell you this: Dak Prescott, 22 of 33, 226, one touchdown, one interception, one rushing touchdown. But let me tell you this too: Ezekiel Elliott. The reason that I can say they probably won the game is what he did. He did the job like any running back should do every week. He had one rushing touchdown, and it was 26 carries, 137 yards. So he had the average of 5.3. Yeah, I did the math on top of my head. But that's the average. That's a great overall. But let me tell you this. This is a perfect example of a good wild card game. I like the game like this because it puts Seattle in a situation that they would never. No, let me tell you, no team thinks about their kicker going down on a kick like that. They got to put the punter in. Nobody thinks about that. It took me back to the memories of the championship game with the Richmond Rough Riders. The first year when Ricky Seegers went down. I didn't tell you, that situation is something different when you got to put somebody else in that position and try to win the game in a big game as it is. But now, my question that I'm going to answer, then I'm going to give it to Cam. Do you think the Cowboys will win on the road? And I say hell to the no. They will not win another game. Pick your poison. Dallas, I'm going to tell you, Dallas fans, if they win next week against the Saints or the Rams, y'all can bring me a jersey and I'll wear it. That's my bet to my viewers. You can bring me a jersey. I wear 2X. Bring me a jersey and I will wear it here on the podcast. Bring me something. Cowboys, bring me something. I know you hear me. Share it out for y'all can go get it. I don't know if you can crop this video. Go get it because I'll bet you my bottom dollar. I wouldn't do that for you either. No, I will do that because it's the Dallas Cowboys. And Dallas Cowboys, this is the furthest point they've been since Troy Aikman's era. They came with Romo. I don't want to recap that. Green Bay knocked them off in the divisional round. Don't get me started. But I tell you, I guarantee any viewers on here, and when y'all see this, come on here, and I want y'all to share this and say, Cowboy fans, he calling y'all out. And hashtagging TG We Trust. I will wear a Cowboys jersey. I will wear a Cowboys hat. I will wear anything Cowboys y'all win next week against any one of them teams. But y'all got to sit back and watch today's game and hope the Eagles or the Bears. Y'all better hope y'all don't go to New Orleans because I guarantee Drew Brees is waiting for y'all. He wants a second piece. And he's going to get what he wants. And you haven't seen the Saints like this. It's the last time they won the Super Bowl. And when they make it like this, it's nothing stopping them. I say he go to Super Bowl. He win against Tom Brady. That's how he roll out. That's a nice one. My man Larry Ford's in here. Larry Ford has joined us from the West Virginia Rough Riders. I hope not either, because you're not gonna hate one. You will hate one of your coaches coming in. But do you think this is another question? If Seattle's kicker never went down, would have been a different result in this game? But I mean, far that he missed that field goal, I'm not even worried about that. But if he would have somehow managed to come back in and kick the field goal that he wanted, would have been a different result.
Yes, because you had to alter your play call offensively. Like you couldn't just go for like a long. You had to really be precise with every call. You couldn't go for the home runs anymore. You had to like chip away at every point possible. Like you can't get your field goal. So it's like either you're gonna
And that's a tough part.
They converted quite a few fourth down
They
conversions.
did. They did a couple, like 4 at least, I believe.
But that put them in a tough predicament. I really think that they were in field goal range for a lot of those. And Janikowski,
He would have nailed them.
He's still Janikowski. He's still not got some field goal. So I really feel like the game would have definitely went a different way if Janikowski was in the game still healthy.
Now, who would you say? I would say a lot of people said the punter blew the game, but who was the ultimate blue of the game? Because he doing it, he did his job. I mean, he can't do much more. No need going out. That's like telling somebody on your resume, "Oh, I flew a helicopter," and they tell you, "Hey, well, let's go out and ride in the helicopter," and you don't know a thing about controlling the helicopter, and you in the driver's seat. He went out there saying, "I can drop kick and I can just do a punt. That's it," and he did his job. Now he left some time on the clock with a minute, and he kicked what was believed should have been a. I believe that if Pete Carroll would have just sit there, got a cough. If he would have sat there and took some time and told him, just try to roll the ball and get a pop. Because he drop kicked, I guess, believing that it was going to hit the ground and just make a tumble. But that was a punt. I mean, he just punted the ball and he just said, here go Dallas. He might have just took the ball and just threw it and just said, catch it. I mean, he should have put it on the tee and just try to tip the top of it and let it roll. It could have been a miracle. They would have called a Dallas, how they would call it? A Dallas hurdle. I mean, come on. But
I would blame the Seattle wide receiver, honestly, because Russell did all he could do in the air and on the ground, honestly. And Carson, he didn't do much, but that speaks volumes about the Cowboys' rush defense, you know. So I mean, at this point, and then Pete Carroll that dumb challenge.
he wasted a timeout.
He wasted the time. That's how the Cowboys beat the Saints. Sean Payton did the same exact thing.
He might need to stop chewing that month-old gum that he be chewing. I mean, he chewed that gum for. I don't see him put another piece in there and take it out. I'd be like, what are you doing? Is that even gum or is it tobacco? I don't even know. But I do. Dallas will advance to play either the Rams in LA, excuse my cough, or the Saints in the dirty South. Now that depends on the Eagles and Bears game. So I don't know who they be rooting for right now because the Rams can get you if they want to get you with the defense. And if they go to LA, it'll be a defensive matchup. And guess what? Aaron Darnold will come swiftly through there. It'll be a big guy. And he'll come through there so smooth that Dak Prescott wouldn't see it coming.
And if Aaron Donald doesn't do it, Dexter Fowler, he'll do it. And the Dominican Sue may finally show up in the first time of the season. And he may have, I wouldn't say a career type game, but he's going to stop them from really doing those up middle rushes that they love to do this season.
But you know how Kadamaka Sue is very dirty. He's a dirty player. And I think he could. I think one hit, the coach tell one hit on Dak, blow him up, it's over. But look at last night. I want Dallas fans to listen in closely. Did y'all see that one play where Ezekiel Elliott gets pancaked? I'm talking about he gets robbed in the backfield. I didn't even expect it. I had to pause my TV and use my Comcast rewind and go back and watch it again. That's how the blasphemy that came off y'all's team last night against this defense. But let me tell you this. Dallas defense, y'all had a face mask call that I could have seen from hell. I mean, y'all grabbed Russell all right here, and I'm talking about twisted, and the ref is standing there like what are you looking at? You need some glasses? You got contacts? It's a bunch of eye doctors around here. I got one good one in Lynchburg, Virginia. Come see us. And Janikowski would have never got injured because he never had to do that field goal at the end. That's one of them. And then them controversial pass interference calls that were called out. Some of them was just a little early contact, but pass interference, I can make illegal contact, but you give that man 15 yards instead of that little 5. And but I don't know who you guys will be. I don't know who the Cowboys will truly be rooting for tonight, because you go down and play the Saints. Saints are waiting for some revenge down there, and they got a week to practice. The Rams do too. I would hope right now, but it's dangerous because they got a good defense down there, so it'll be a defensive matchup. But would you say that was it Jared Goff? Would you say he could? I think he could manage a game, to skip out of a game and beat the Cowboys. Like, he can beat them. Just, I don't know who their running back is. Oh, Todd, is he playing still? Is he gonna play? Because I know he's hurt. I'm just saying. I had the brain freeze. Because they benched him for like an injury. That's why I was like, who was their running back? The Steelers did the same thing for AB. Well, who's their backup running back? Do you know the Rams' backup? He should manage the game. And if they manage it, no, you want Todd Gurley. I understand, but you gotta do what you gotta do. No, you gotta Kimble it. No, you want your best player on the field to be the Cowboys. That's all. I understand that, but I would, in this one, I would say the Rams is a good case because they be defensive. The Saints are very questionable because they can blow you out, but then they can come in and struggle and kick field goals all night long. Which I don't know what Saints is going to come out because they have a whole week to practice. They should get their stuff together. But please watch that game. Go watch the Bears game tonight. I hope I don't have no delusional Cowboy fans in here already planning on all this stuff to happen. Chargers and Ravens. Let me tell you this. 1 o'clock game, everybody. Chargers lost to the Ravens in LA. Go ahead, Chargers storming to Baltimore with an attempt to fry some dirty birds. I'm talking about hitting with a lightning bolt. Boom. In fact, it's been 6 years since the Ravens threw a playoff game in M&T Bank Stadium. The Ravens had Lewis and Flacco on their, I guess, prime, you would say. I guess, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm not disrespecting Ray Lewis. I don't got time for him to come on here and give me none of his speeches as an hour long. But in detail, the last match of the Ravens took it to the head, and Baltimore was the postseason 2012, as we talked about, where they cruised past the Colts at the time, 24-8. Now, I can't give you no stats from that game because look how long ago it was. They went to the Super Bowl that year, and they won it. To recap your memory, that these two teams, the Chargers and the Ravens, matched up 2 weeks ago. And that being said, the Ravens captured the AFC North by trumping the Chargers 22-10 in a victory. The eye catcher, Rivers, had 181 yards, 2 interceptions on that day. None. While the Chargers are 7-1 on the road, their first loss came to the high-powered defense of the Rams. 35-23. This game is the toughest game. I say the toughest game to really decide on. A lot of people might say different. Listen. Can Lamar Jackson keep the run game running smooth? But what happens if Lamar is stopped and forced to pass? He has had a game that he's passed over 200 yards against the Chiefs, but it was a loss. But the true test is the Chargers. It's for the Chargers. And can Rivers and the bunch survive the Ravens' brutal defense? What you think on that, Camp? I'm getting me some water. There's a blasphemy coming out your mouth. This
Lamar Jackson will earn his first win as a rookie representing his alma mater, Louisville University, and then he's going to put the Ravens on his back. He may hit the Ravens with his hands at least twice.
twice?
In the end zone, I believe in Lamar Jackson. Not only do I believe in Lamar, I believe on the Ravens defense. That Ravens defense will put him in the position to be successful. Lamar Jackson doesn't have to have a spectacular game to win this game. All he did was manage the game, literally. We're talking about the number one defense in the league right now.
I understand.
At home. Remember when I forgot how long ago, what year it was, but when Minnesota was considered the purple people eaters? The Ravens are the current purple people eaters. Come on. You got to put some respect on that defense. And I'm going to keep emphasizing defense because defense wins championships.
You do.
Don't get me wrong, Phillip Rivers and the Chargers are my favorite to win the Super Bowl. Yes. But I want to see the Ravens beat them and then move on to the next round. But to say this too, if Lamar has to pass, he doesn't hit his wide receivers that well. He uses his tight end as a security blanket. So are you going to just strictly focus on tight ends and then maybe try some long balls down the sideline to either Brown or Snead? Or are you just keep dumping it off to one of the three tight ends that you use? I mean, the running back is nice. Gus Edwards, he's playing. So I mean, at this point, it's not necessarily pick the poison, but it's like make Lamar pass.
Nobody can pick their poison like the Dallas Cowboys.
But still, if you make Lamar sit in that pocket, if you're not containing him, he's gonna scramble. That's probably the fastest player in professional football right now.
I would say the main reason is my choice, and I've had it sealed up for a while. After seeing the Ravens do what they did to the Browns, it is the Browns, but the Browns have improved. But I'm selecting the Ravens to take today's matchup just because that nasty defense and Terrell Suggs. I can't go against the grain on this one. They're at home. The Ravens haven't seen that in a while, being at home in the postseason. So will this game go to them? Definitely. Will it be a blowout? I'm not going to say it could be a blowout. It could be a close game where Justin Tucker gives us one for the long haul. I would say he's the second best kicker in the league right now. Adam Vinatieri, the 47-year-old. Oh, don't disrespect my man Adam. But one question I got to you while you being so doggone disrespectful to Adam Vinatieri is, will Lamar Jackson get stuck in the lights today? I understand, but sometimes you got to give everybody the business. But this is the playoffs. The lights get a little bit brighter in the playoffs. No.
So they're going against a future Hall of Fame, but I don't think that he's gonna really be, just bothered by the hype around the playoffs. I mean, it's just a playoffs. It's just nothing special.
Now, do you think if Lamar throws two interceptions, hypothetically speaking, if Lamar throws two interceptions, do you think there's any chance that Joe Flacco would start? They'll pull him off the bench.
Wow.
I mean, he's still there, and he had a hip injury, but he's been benched for a while.
It depends on what the score is. How about that? Because if they're down 14 nothing in the third quarter, or maybe down 21-7 within like in the second half, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, but you also have to take into account that you have to change your play calling because Flacco is not Lamar, and Lamar's not Flacco. Flacco is literally a pocket passer. So you have to literally alter majority of your play calling to passes or runs or maybe some screens. When it comes to Lamar, you got the pass rush option, you got the screens, you have to design run plays for him alone. So it depends on what the Chargers look like defensively. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna roll the dice, I would say do it because Flacco has that leadership. He knows what it takes to win a playoff game, and I wouldn't be surprised if Flacco didn't see it right now. Tell them like just enjoy the moment. But listen to me, I'm a Super Bowl champion for a reason.
Now, I had a viewer chime in. He said I've been kicking myself for telling people this, but Chicago might go to the championship, far as representing for the NFC.
Well, since we're talking about Chicago, sir, or man, came to the conference. I don't know.
Oh, sir.
Sir, y'all have to get past the Eagles first, and that's not easy. Saint Nick, he won the Super Bowl last year. I mean, you can't. They have the same exact team, so you really can't take anything away from the Eagles quite yet. Don't get me wrong, the Bears have a great defense, but their offense is inconsistent, very inconsistent. And Philly has the number 23 defense in the league right now. 23. But they are in the playoffs for a reason. That offense is ranked, let's see, 14. 14, which isn't bad. They can put up points, and they will put up points against the Bears. But will it be a shootout? No. Trubisky, he may fold. And Foles, he may fold. Because is he fully healthy? That's the question.
That's the true question.
What if Foles goes down? Like, do you really trust what Sudafeld?
Some. Whatever his name, he's a scrub.
Do you trust him in Chicago against that line?
No.
No, I would put in an injured Carson Wentz before I put in Sutton. I would. You would have to.
Oh, breaking news. It said Antonio Brown, if he was traded, he'd be traded for $23.5 million, and it'd be before March.
So you have to trade him for cash.
I guess it's his value, but I mean, 23 is a lot of money. I mean, if I'm buying a receiver, he better be one. He better be held. He best to come out there and show off for $23 million. Injuries can happen on one play. Over.
But first, we can't talk about injuries. We got to talk about the person on the field.
I know, but hamstrings go any moment. One play is over. Blown.
I mean, you're right, but how bad do you want a championship?
Green Bay should want it really bad after this long haul. I have to throw in a pack because it's the bad man, Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna give you my spiel. Meanwhile, We were talking about this all this time, and he said Chicago is going to go to the championship. And I got a lot for you. Meanwhile, the Eagles fly high to Chicago. I'm talking about they flying. I'm talking about they rolling. They trying to get there. One step closer to winning another ring and a lollipop. I've been saying this since they won. But the Bears have finally gotten in the playoffs after 8 struggling seasons. That's a long time. I hate missing one. But Mitchell Trubisky will be in his first start in the playoffs, a starter. Regardless, anyway. But on the other side is Nick Foles, last year's MVP of the Super Bowl, filling in for the injured Carson Wentz once again. Some people call the fluke that they won the Super Bowl, and some people say the team was just that good. Not to mention that Alshon Jeffrey's first time returning to his old team, to Chicago. Will he get booed like Kawhi Leonard when he returns to the Spurs? I hope not. But it's the fan base. But the thing to watch for is Nick Foles' chest injury and how it will affect him and how he plays today, because they don't have him on the injury report. But we know the last game of regular season, he took a hit by the Redskins. He went out. They put in the second string, that scrub. They came in. The week before that, he got injured with that chest injury. So he had a prolonged chest injury. He's going against the Bears. At least it'd be 40 degrees outside. And this is the 4 o'clock game. So it's going to get dark outside. It's going to drop down in degrees. It's going to fall. It better be glad it's not snowing. But I'm telling you, if you're in 35 or below, I'd say 32 or below weather, and the cold air ripples through your body and you already has an injury, it's going to make it that much worse. It's going to hurt that much worse. And it's going to make you play that much worse. And your chest is going to affect how you throw. And getting hit, touched, whatever, thrown to the ground, it's going to be bad. But let's not forget that Khalil Mack Daddy is in the house, and he got some company with him. And I think they're going to rattle the cage today. And they're going to create much, much havoc today. And Christopher Payne, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going with Chicago Bears. As much as I hate them, as much as I wish Green Bay would beat them every year. And I wish Green Bay would just knock them out the playoffs. But that's not the case this year. They're powerful. They're a different team. They're a different defense. And they're a hell of an offense of package they got. And I'm not going to disrespect them. Now, their offense sometimes is shaky. And it makes me question, do you really have what it takes to get to the Super Bowl? I don't think they got what it takes to get to the Super Bowl, but they'll win today's matchup. But you tell me this, they go to and face the LA Rams again. Everybody's getting revenge. The Saints getting revenge on the Cowboys, and them at the hell. Let me tell you this, LA's going to get their revenge in LA against the Bears. Coming, they going to cage some Bears. It won't be snowing in LA. Nice and hot. But yeah, I'm going to go this, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take the Bears today because I just think Nick Foles, if Nick Foles is healthy and 100%, I would say all in for the Eagles. And I would say, yes, go get him. But today, him not being 100%, we don't know where he truly is with his injury. And they not really saying, oh, Nick Foles is injured. They're sneaking him in. They're basically saying, oh, we're not going to write him on the injury report, but we know he got an injury because we saw him go out of last week's game. But if he won't injure, he would have came back in last week's game and finished it. But he left and didn't return. And they left it to the scrub of a backup. He's a scrub. Tired of this junk. Scrub. But let me tell you this. That's what I got on that. The NFL predictions for the day. I'm taking the Ravens. I'm taking the Bears. And now we got some more updated news. Some more news around the world, different sports, you name it. We will talk about the Browns' improvement. So the Cleveland Browns went and sit there, and The Browns shocked everybody this year. They won 7 games. But they are better than previous history. A whole lot better. I mean, the most, I would say, if somebody's in free agency right now, they do, but they tied with teams like the Steelers. They got a better record than the Green Bay Packers. That's the team. I mean, that's the teams that you talk about. That you go, the Packers should be more better than what they are. The Steelers should be a whole lot better than what they are. And then you got the Cleveland Browns topping them records. That these veteran. But look at this. Oh well, Pittsburgh didn't make the playoffs. But let me tell you this: the Browns, they get someone. Whoever's in free agency right now, if you're looking for a team, I would say the Browns are the place to go because they're like the new rising team. They get a couple more veterans, I would say, because they got a bunch of rookies. Like one veteran.
Maybe like one veteran just strictly the locker room. A former Super Bowl champion strictly the locker room.
Joe Flacco to be a backup.
Maybe. And then you bring in some seasoned pros. Like Tyron Mack. I wouldn't mind seeing Honey Badger in Cleveland.
Well, that'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Miles Garrett on the offense.
Is his name Cameron Wake? Is he with
Cameron Wake's with the Saints.
the Saints? He went to Saints? I thought he was the Dolphins.
No, Dolphins. I'm sorry.
If he would leave and come and join, what's the other big boy on the defense of the Browns?
Miles Garrett.
If he would join, that'll be a powerful too. But what's the chance of that happening? I mean, it's a high chance.
Depends on who Cleveland drafts.
Yeah, I don't know what Cleveland. We never know. Cleveland just comes in there and shocks the whole world of who they draft.
And who's their next head coach. That's going to be a big
Mike McCarthy. I'm calling it. On today's podcast, I'm calling Mike McCarthy going to the Browns.
Anyways, the standard has been raised for Cleveland.
We got another viewer coming in, chiming in. One said Dallas might have to play the Rams, and the Rams should win. That's one for the next round. Then one said Patrick Peterson and the Honey Badger will both join the Bucks.
Is that Brett?
Yeah.
Brett. Oh, bro. You didn't want to be a Bucks fan anymore. What are you talking about?
Wow. The former New Yorker came out just now. But let me tell you this. Another one. I'm going to talk about football, and then I'm going basketball a little bit. Flacco out. That's the question. Where can he land next? I mean, there's a couple teams needing spots. I mean, y'all trying to get rid of Eli. Y'all should. Jacksonville. Redskins. Redskins desperately needs a quarterback. He's shaky within himself for his whole career. Never the answer. The Titans, you got Pittsburgh. If they get rid of Big Ben, they should get rid of Big Ben.
I wouldn't say get rid of Big Ben. I say get rid of AB and Le'Veon, then expose Big Ben for what he really is. Because without the receivers he has had, I mean, you can kind of make that argument for a lot of quarterbacks, but just because the Pittsburgh fan base is kind of crazy at times, let's remove AB and Le'Veon, and then let's see how successful Big Ben is from here on out. Look at Tom Brady, for example. Gronkowski's been out. He hasn't been as successful as
No, not at all.
But back to it. The Vikings. I mean, yeah, you paid what's his name? Kirk Cousins all that money. And that didn't do anything. The Cardinals. I mean, just drafted Josh Rosen. And he was, I would say he's a bust, but they don't really have much.
Well, your man Brett said the Bucks, Knicks, Mets, Rangers pretty much don't want to watch sports at all. I understand you on that, brother. I mean, neither one of them teams are really doing nothing. I'm a Yankees fan at heart, And then in basketball, I'm a Clippers fan at heart. And don't get me started on football. You know where I'm at.
You're right, bro. I'm still watching my Knicks no matter what. League pass every year. I don't care how good I support.
While we're switching to basketball, LeBron James still facing that growing injury. How is that how's that affecting or impacting the Lakers right now, having all them young players playing without their veteran head coach player? I mean,
All because he's not on the court doesn't mean that they're gonna continue to struggle. They're not even really struggling right now because this gives other players the opportunity to show their true talent. For example, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo, who is my favorite point guard.
I like Lonzo. I like his whole family. LeVar Ball. Let me get you on that one. LeVar Ball. And his youngest brother, LaMelo, is out there dunking from hell. I'm talking about he's everywhere. He's on the Lakers court dunking. He's in the college dunking. He's in Lithuania dunking. He's in high school dunking. What can he not do? He's going to mess. Hey, that man's going to mess around and be on somebody's team soon. I know. So is LeBron James don't play defense sometimes, you know?
But you can't. First of all, LeBron is a different animal compared to LaMelo. Like, we're gonna really be serious.
I know, but I'm just saying, you want to talk about defense. Some of the great players never play defense.
He played great help defense.
Help defense.
He did. I mean,
It's LeBron James.
I mean, he has a lot of takedown blocks, bro. That's great defense right there.
Another key thing, Harden was 2 points shy the other night from 40 points. Would have been 11, but he missed the layup.
They said he currently has 10 straight with a 35 plus.
10 straight. LeBron had 8 and Iverson had 5.
He's chasing Kobe's record, I think.
No, he broke that record. He didn't make the 40 last night.
No, I'm talking about for 35 plus. Like 35 plus.
Yeah, that was shocking. I saw him. I was looking for him to when I saw him go down the to attack the basket. I was like, he's gonna attack on the 2 points and add one more with a foul. Didn't happen. Good way. Got some. They ain't good. Good way to step out the way, young man, and don't give him a foul before he can go in line and get his 2. Oh, got another one. He said, "Hey, now easy." Christopher Payne said, "Hey, now easy on my boys. Lakers are going to be okay. They got to learn to get together without LeBron." And not a Lakers fan, but I'm a diehard LeBron James fan, hands down from St. Mary days in high school now up to now.
And I agree with the Lakers. They're going to be fine. They really are. But you still need him on the court. That's what it really boils down to. But they'll be all right. I mean, they're what, 7 or even 6 in the West right now. There's still plenty of time. But you have to let this man get healthy. He is the franchise of your team now at this point.
Definitely.
He kind of dictates who you sign, who you draft, who's the head coach. So let him get fully healthy. Let the team gel without him. If they can gel without LeBron, you bring LeBron back in, man, they may be a top 3 team in the West. It sounds crazy, but the Warriors are struggling. The Spurs are struggling. The Rockets, they're struggling. I mean, they're winning now, but at one point they were like 14th in the West. So I mean, it just depends on, you know.
Another good question by Christopher. He said, "What's your take on Golden State?" Golden State's like right now. I'm speechless about Golden State because they got all that firepower, and they got Cousins sitting on the bench, still hurt or whatnot, or whatever the case may be. But to have all of that firepower and to still be out here struggling to get past teams by 10 plus points, you got KD, you got Curry, and you got Tom. You're telling me, and you got Draymond Green. So I think he considered the softest big guy I've ever seen play sports. because he cry about everything. He gets touched. He's out there. I get fouled. Stop crying. Grow a pair and go down the court. It's as simple as that. Golden State, and my point, they will not get. They keep playing their soft basketball they're playing right now. They will not make it back to the finals past some of these teams. Like the Celtics could knock them off right now. Believe it or not, some those teams like that can come in and take them out. You just be like, how? And I'll be like, I told you so. Because that's how it happened. They're playing soft right now. You're out there trying to crush the three-point line. Go in there and get some at the basket. I'm tired of seeing these guys. I'm tired. I watch high school basketball. I got a sister that played high school basketball, and I watch it from there to the pros. These teams are not attacking the basket. Everybody's trying to be Curry. They're out here three-point contests. It's not. Come on. Oh, I wanted to try to get this name right, but if I botch it first, I apologize. Dante Harris. All right, I got the name right. I want to make sure I clear that up. Dante, you did miss the Eagles and Bears. I'm taking the Bears, and I'm going to say the Nick Foles is injured. If you recap into the podcast about 15 minutes ago, I would say that I understand the Eagles are great. I like the Eagles if Nick Foles was completely healthy, but he has an injury. And how much cold air could he take? How many hits by Khalil Mack can he take? Or not even that, the other defensive linemen is out there. How much can he take? Can he mobile? Can he run around? He hit that cold, hard ground. And if you play any kind of football, any kind of fall sport, you know if you hit that ground in the cold air, that thing feel like concrete. But I'm not gonna bag on your team because he said Cam, you like the Giants. Let's not even talk about the Giants. It's the Giants. But anyways, Cowboy fans or anybody that would like to go on Goose Got Your Entertainment, like and share our page, but go vote on the current poll we have. Let us know what you think with the Cowboys winning in the divisional round. That's the only reason I put them out there. Everybody go, you're so hard on the Cowboys. It's America's team. I have to be hard on them. But they don't. They don't. Every year. I would say that. But that concludes our show. But I know Cam has some kind of spiel to give. But we know you got something to give. Give it to us. Well, I'm gonna tell you this. As I said, the Richmond Elite, the ABA basketball team, is the top in the ABA right now. They are, I think, at least 8-0, but I want to say 7-0. I gotta look at the stats again. I'm an intern with them. I've been active for a few weeks, but let me tell you this: these guys are high powered, and I ain't taking nothing from them. And they're cashing out money in the bank. Shorty, what you think? But let me tell you this: go out and vote on that poll and let me know what you feel about the Cowboys. But again, thank you for tuning in to Goose Got You Entertainment. Remember to tune in tomorrow, 6:35, for the debate on the Alabama and Clemson game. You'll hear what I got to say, and you surely hear what my man Cam Taylor has to say. But we surely hope you have a great day full with football, food, and fun. But from myself and Cam Taylor, we saying so long, but be blessed. Save the rest. I'm out. Peace.